Questioner and Sheikh replying. Sheikh asks, what are you? The questioner says, I'm a Muslim. The Sheikh Nasruddin Albani replies, what type of Muslim are you? Are you a Khariji? Are you a Mutazali? Are you a Shi'i? Are you a Rifadi? Are you a Qadri? What type of Muslim are you? So the questioner says, I am a Muslim following Quran and Sunnah. What Sunnah? Everyone says Quran and Sunnah. The Khariji says Quran Sunnah, the Shia say Quran Sunnah, the Qadri say Quran Sunnah. What type of Quran Sunnah are you? So he says, I follow Quran and Sunnah like the way the salafis Salihin understood. The Sheikh says, yes, very good. You have to follow Quran and Sunnah the way the salafis Salihin understood. So for this big sentence, in short form, the word is Salafi. And the debate was won, according to the Salafis. The debate was won. And on the internet you go, I respect Sheikh Nasruddin Albani. Many of my talks, when I want to check up a hadith, I see his. So I respect him, mashallah. I love him, I revere him, but no taqleed. No taqleed. Taqleed only belongs to Allah and His Rasul. Fine, see, this is logic, this is qiyas. See, logic, I say prove to me from Quran and Sunnah, not logic. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah. Allah has blessed me with logic. Summa alhamdulillah. I am not a scholar. I consider myself a student of talib ilm, a student of knowledge. But Allah has blessed me that I've met many scholars, whether it be of the great Indian scholars, whether from Nadwa, whether from Deoband, whether it be the Saudi scholars, alhamdulillah, whether it be the scholars from other parts of the world. Allah has blessed me. I had the opportunity to interact with the great scholars of the present time. So based on that, what type of Muslim are you? Are you a Khariji? Are you a Mutazali? Are you a Shia? Are you a Qadri? Are you a Sufi? Based on that, he won the debate. So he said, see. Then Sheikh replies, no. But the questioner says, but didn't Allah say, call yourself Muslim? So the Sheikh replied, at that time there was only one Islam. Now there are different groups. So therefore it is compulsory, fard, obligatory. You should identify yourself as a Salafi. Logic. Now comes my reply. And that debate was ended there. Sheikh Nasruddin Albani won the debate. See, for me, don't debate with me. Prove to me from Quran and Sunnah, immediately Dr. Zakir Naik will accept. Debating, alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me. In debating, alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me. My response to Sheikh Nasruddin Albani, I respect him, I am nothing compared to him. I am not even a drop in the ocean compared to Sheikh Nasruddin Albani. So please don't get me wrong. Many of my talks are based on his research, mashallah. So please don't get me wrong. I love him, I respect him, but no taqleed. I tell him, fine, if you see the lifestyle in the history of the Prophet, he didn't quote any hadith to me. He didn't quote to me any verse of the Quran that called us as Salafi. So I don't call. No logic. At the time of the Prophet, they were hypocrites, munafiqs. Fine? They were munafiqs. The Sahabas did not change the name. They were Kharijis, Khawarij, Kharijites. They called themselves Khariji. People gave them the label. The Sahabas yet called themselves Muslims. Did the Sahabas say, give them a new name? No. They continued calling themselves Muslim. They were Mutazalites. People yet continued calling themselves Muslims. So at that time also there were differences. Not that they were not. Now coming to the question. That therefore Sheikh Nasruddin Albani says you should call yourself Salafi. My question is, which Salafi? Which Salafi? My counter question. And now do you know how many types of Salafi? Are you a Qutubi or Sururi or Madkhali? I can name another Salafis. See, I'm not speaking against anyone. Please don't get me wrong. I don't mean ill to any of them. But even in Salafi there are various groups. And if you go to UK, MashaAllah, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, there are so many groups in UK, each group fighting against the other, calling the other Salafi a kafir. Nauz billah. We'll come to that later on if time permits. So which Salafi do you belong to? Again, see, whatever label you give, there's bound to be tafarraqa. When the Shias came, people said, we are Sunni. Again there was group, Ahle Sunnah wal Jamaat. Then, again there was division, Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, Maliki. Then we came with Salafi, Ahle Hadith. There's group even in this. The moment the name given by human beings, there's bound to be tafarruqu. Even in Allah's name, Muslim, there's bound to be division. Allah told that. But don't think the name you give will not have divisions. Don't you think Allah did not know? Allah knew there are going to be divisions in the Muslim Ummah. He told in the Quran. The Prophet predicted. Yet the Prophet didn't say, call yourself Ahle Hadith, call yourself Salafi. Ahle Hadith. Which Ahle Hadith? In Bombay where I come from, there are two Ahle Hadith. Jamiyat Ahle Hadith and Gurba Ahle Hadith. So which Ahle Hadith do I belong to now? One Ahle Hadith blaming the other Ahle Hadith. See, I don't want to mean any harm to the Ahle Hadith. Therefore I said the topic is sensitive. Wallah, I'm only trying to talk about Quran and Allah's Rasul. Please don't feel bad. I respect Sheikh Nasruddin Albani. I respect the Salafis. I look, amongst all these groups that are there, we have to agree, the Ahle Hadith and the Salafis are the closest to the Quran and Sunnah. I'm proud to say that. But, which Salafi? So maybe during the early times of Sheikh Nasruddin Albani, there weren't groups in the Salafi, now there are groups. Sururi, Madkhali, Qutubi. Oh, he's not right, he's calling him Salafi. So now we have new books, true Salafi. I read a book called Salafi Dawa, true Salafi. What is this true Salafi? I say, we had a Dawa training program in Bombay, where we invited people from different parts of the world. There were 19 people from 14 different countries. And many of them were from Medina University, mashallah, from Bahrain University, all more than 50% were Salafi, mashallah. So we had a discussion there. So then I asked the question, Salafi short name. Instead of saying, I believe in Quran and Hadith according to the way of Salafis Salihin, shortcut Salafi. So I asked him, the Salafis Salihin is better or Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is superior? Who's better? So they told me, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So why not call yourself Muhammadi? Right or wrong? In India, who calls themselves Muhammadi? You know? Do you know? Do we agree with them? No. Who calls themselves Muhammad in India? Who is superior? Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah. So one who submits his will to Allah is called a Muslim. We know there are divisions in Muslim, but whatever name you give, there are going to be division. In the Hanafi Maslak, there were 4 students. In Shafi Maslak, there's Qadim and Jadid. In the Ahle Hadith, I went to Kashmir, there are many groups of Ahle Hadith. I went to Kerala, Mujahideen. KNM, Kerala Nadwatul Mujahideen. There people don't call themselves Ahle Hadith, Mujahideen. If you go to Saudi Arabia and say I'm Ahle Hadith, what is this new Ahle Hadith? Very few people of the Saudis know who's an Ahle Hadith. For them, they know Salafi. But Salafi and Ahle Hadith belong to the same group, the names are different. In some country, Ansari. Fine. So, when he's saying call ourselves Salafi, that means the Ahle Hadith of India, they aren't Salafis? Fine. So here we realize that if you want to give a label, instead of Salafi, Muhammad is better. Instead of Muhammad is Muslim. Therefore I say, Atiullah, Atiullah. Therefore for label, I prefer calling myself Muslim. That's it. First a Muslim, last a Muslim. I am not hurting any of my Muslim brothers, whether it's a Hanafi or a Shafi or a Hanbali or a Maliki or a Ahle Hadith or a Salafi. Believe me, I love all. I love all my Muslim brothers. I am not here to hurt anyone's feeling. Therefore I said, Ta'ala ila kalmatin sawa'im bainana bainakum. Come to common terms as us and you. I am coming to common terms. I respect Abu Hanifa, Imam Ahmad, Hanbal, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi. I respect the great scholars of this. I respect the Salafis Salihin. I follow them, alhamdulillah. Therefore, first the Muslim, last the Muslim.
Yeah? So, flipping the argument around. Sometimes people tell you Allah is not on His throne. Even until now, Muslims, they'll be amongst us and they pray with us. They say Allah is not on His throne. Now look how they make it sound respectful. If you say Allah is on His throne, you are physically limiting Allah. You see this word? It makes the Muslim guilty. You are physically limiting Allah if you say He's on His throne. Don't physically limit Allah. Where did you get this term from, physically limiting? But they just make you ashamed. Don't say Allah is on His throne. If you say that, you're physically limiting Him. But what's the flip side of that? The flip side is that He's physically everywhere. And these people, until now, they never answer the question, is He in the bathroom? They stay quiet. Is He in the church? They stay quiet. Is He in other places that you wouldn't be caught dead in these places? They're quiet. Is He in the bar? They're quiet. So, if you don't want to say He's on His throne, and by the way, Allah said He's on His throne 6 times in the Quran. He's on Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. He's on His throne. So if He's not on His throne, then the flip side of your argument is worse. He's everywhere. And that's why many Muslims historically have gone astray concerning this issue. And even wrote poetry saying, وَمَا الْكَلْبُ وَالْخِنْزِيرُ إِلَّا إِلَهُنَا, and the dog and the pig is nothing but our God. How can a Muslim say that? Could you believe a Muslim would say, the dog and the pig is our God? You wouldn't believe that, right? But they did. Why? Because it started off with this concept. Initially trying to respect Allah, but the flip side of it was worse than what they were trying to avoid in the beginning. Because now, the pig takes up space, the dog takes up space, and if God is in everything, then He's inside. تَعَالَى اللَّهُ عَنْ ذَلِكَ عُلُوًّا كَبِيرًا. Allah is far removed from that. Then He's inside this space. And they said even the monk in the monastery is our God. One of them, instead of saying Subhanallah, he said Subhani, Subhani. Yeah? Because I'm God, God's in me. That's why a lot of these deviant groups, they respect and they treat people very nicely. Why? Not because of akhlaq, because God is in them. They believe that. They believe Allah is in you, so if I hit you, I'm hitting Him. So I have to be nice to you. That's why they're nice to people. So, they got in more trouble by trying to avoid something simple. The flip side was worse here.
فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون.
We have another question. The question says, where is Allah? Okay, let me ask all of you. When we say Allah, where do you look? Or where does your heart look? I think all of us will start looking up to the heavens. All of us, our hearts will look up to the heavens, which means that Allah is above all of us. Once we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala is in the heavens, then it means that Allah is above all of us. This is what it means. And you know the hadith when the Prophet ﷺ asked that young girl when her master slapped her, and the Prophet ﷺ said to her, where is Allah? And she said, Allah fis sama, means Allah is above everything. And he asked her, who am I? She said, you are Rasulullah. And then the Prophet ﷺ told her master just to free her because she is a mu'minah. And in the Quran, as Ibn al-Qayyim said, that there are many verses in the Quran that lead to this fact that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. أَأَمِنْتُم مَّن فِي السَّمَاءِ أَن يَخْسِفَ بِكُمُ الْأَرْضِ ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ, and so on and so forth. Many ayat. And this is the consensus of all scholars, of all previous scholars, to be precise. And it is the consensus of all the main 4 Imams. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, and Imam Ahmad. All of them, they believe that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. Moreover, if Allah Jalla wa Ala is not above everything, then where is Allah? As simple as that. Can we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala is under the world? Astaghfirullah al-Azim. That goes against the name of Allah Jalla wa Ala, the highest, Al-Ali. So, if we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala in a place that we don't know, where is it? Okay, in a place that we don't know Where is it? Okay, or we don't know about that place, but we know for a fact that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. And that is the meaning of Allah fi sama, means Allah fil ulu, means Allah is the highest, means Allah Jalla wa Ala is above all creations. Jazakumullahu khairan.